what are your Super Bowl predictions, man? It's coming down to the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. So, what are your predictions, man?
Well, honestly don't have a dog in this race, man. But if I had to choose anyone, I'm gonna roll with the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Patrick Mahomes. It's hard to bet against that guy, Ben. But if anybody can do it, I think the Philadelphia Eagles definitely stand a great chance of getting it done this year. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and that defense, man, they seem to be playing pretty well at the right time. So that's what it's all about when it comes down to these playoffs and getting to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay, you feel like Philadelphia gonna do the thing, huh?
Yeah, I think this might be their year, man. They done had a few chances, and you know, I feel they had a legitimate chance to get it done, man. But on the other hand, you can never count out Mahomes, but I think the Eagles can get it done, man.
Okay. I definitely be honest with you. I would like to see Philadelphia win it, because of Hurts him been at it for so long, man, and he's came so close so many times. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is definitely his time to shine. The Barkley fella, man, I feel like he really can't be stopped. But then again, your boy, Kansas City, man, they so clutch in the red. You know what I mean? Like you could have 60 seconds on the clock, man, and Mahoney can make it happen. You know what I mean? So
if it's close,
yeah. So yeah, exactly. So
if it's close, you don't count Mahomes out.
Yeah, you cannot count him out. So, like I said, I would like to see, Philadelphia win it. You know what I mean? Give somebody else another chance to shine a little bit. So, other than that, man, it's gonna be hard to beat, Kansas City. So,
I'm excited to watch the game, man. I'm gonna have my popcorn ready, and I'm just gonna sit down and enjoy it and hope the referees don't determine the game, man. Because that seems to be a lot of problem and conspiracy things about stuff like that. So hopefully we can have a non-controversial Super Bowl.
Exactly.
That'd be great.
Considering the situation that just happened in New Orleans, let's just, pray and hope that everything goes well and don't be no type of incident of that nature.
Right.
And, on a second note, what do you think about the halftime show, man? Kendrick, do you think that somebody else from New Orleans will probably perform, or what do you think about the halftime show?
Well, as far as the halftime show, I think no shade to anyone, man. The hottest person maybe out at the time. That's kind of how that goes. If you making music right now, you sung all over the radio. That's pretty much the person maybe they want to see in the Super Bowl, but maybe not necessarily. Just if you're hot, it is what it is. Like for me, I've never out of all the Super Bowls I watched, I've never paid that much attention to whether or not the host city had a native from their city or even state or anything performing in the Super Bowl. It's kind of like it's really like some new stuff we never even heard of besides from when they did it in L.A. for the Super Bowl, and probably not even then did they really even put that into consideration as far as when they chose who was going to be in the Super Bowl. I think it's just kind of like it's a circumstantial type of thing. So, as far as somebody else being there from New Orleans, him inviting someone from New Orleans, I'm not sure, man. But to me, it don't really seem like a big deal, man. It is what it is. If they ask you to do something, they just ask you to do it.
I feel like really If I can recollect, I don't think that most of the artists that performed in the past were actually hot at the time. They brought some, some old, old school, however, what I'm saying, singers out or whatever it was, you know what I mean, to perform. They probably did some of their old hits. So I don't think that, like just because Kendrick is hot, that's because he's done the Super Bowl.
So why you think he got the Super Bowl then?
I mean, I really think, of course, his hit record, you know what I mean, got a lot to do with it and stuff like that. But, I mean, like I said, it's whoever is over that, you know what I mean? Because, come on, like, it's a lot of people that you could pick for. It's a lot of artists out here. It's a lot of new artists. It's a lot of new artists that got hot hits and everything. So, I can't say that he was just solely chosen because he was hot. You know what I'm saying? He was chosen because
why do you think? Why do you think he got chosen?
Because he's long running in the game. You know what I mean? And even though he's long running in the game, he has a hit out right now. You know what I mean? But other than that, I can't tell you why the person that picks these people picked him. You know what I mean?
It's probably not just one person. It's probably a committee, and they may be
I'm
not sure. I'm not sure. So.
I definitely heard that Jay-Z is kind of over that situation because a lot of people in the beginning was blaming him on Lil Wayne not being there. However, you know what I mean. So other than that, man, I can just I just can't wait to see it, and hopefully that they will have some other artists from New Orleans there as well performing. You know what I mean? I think that would be pretty good about it. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion.
I don't disagree with you at all. I think that would be a great idea, especially since we drawn so much attention to it.
Yeah.
But in reality, I've never even heard of those two things going together. So
Yeah. I got you, man. And also, man, I saw in the news recently, man, the NFL player, Justin Tucker with the Baltimore Ravens, man. Recently, accusations of, he said he was going to his therapist, you know what I mean? And whatever was taking place, I guess he was getting aroused, man. And he was very, you know what I'm saying, misconduct. Yeah, that's how they put it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like he was, like managed or whatever. How we would say, you know what I'm saying, flirting and had no business doing this. Whatever he did, it was unprofessional. Okay. So it's charges coming up, and it said it's 6 different therapists that has brought about these charges. Man, I know how much.
What kind of therapist?
Massage therapist. Massage therapist, yeah.
So you saying that the massage therapists were, they've put in complaints about Justin Tucker being aroused maybe when he's getting massages or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. He definitely was aroused, and among other things, probably was flirtatious. It was just basically inappropriate behavior.
Okay.
What he was exemplifying. So, like I say, his charges up for him. I think I mentioned it too. You said, you recollect that guy. You are familiar with him, right?
Yeah, Justin Tucker, man. That's kind of surprising, but not surprising. Mm-hmm. One of the great kickers in the NFL, man. You know, you just never know.
How long he's been in the NFL?
I couldn't be absolutely sure, man, but he is up there with like one of the greatest ever. I know he is probably like top 3 as far as statistics, greatest kickers ever.
Is that the one you was saying about a week ago?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay.
Well, you never know about these people lead these secret lives, so hey, and once you can get away with certain stuff for so long, you feel like, hey, it's just, it becomes normalized. Like, hey, I've been doing this, ain't nobody said nothing.
Yeah,
so.
Justin, come on, Justin. Justin, come on, Justin.
So look like Justin Tucker has got caught up in
yeah.
the same allegations Deshaun Watson had.
Yeah, exactly. Deshaun Watson had
getting massages and taking it to the next level. Hey, Justin, man, you know, they got places for that. You know, the Chinese parlors, they do happy endings, man. I don't, you know, you can't expect
I don't know,
that
man. I mean,
from everybody.
Yeah, you're right. But but some of these nurses do be having on these tight, what they call those suits that they wear.
Regardless to that, man, it always comes down to restraint.
You can't. I mean, how you gonna stop it from jumping up there?
I mean, you know, you know, it's kind of hard. So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
No pun intended.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, Justin. I mean, I don't know, Justin. We, you know what I'm saying? I guess we hope that you come out all right in the situation.
Yeah, man. Maybe that's not so true, Justin.
You got a lot of fans and stuff like that, man. So, yeah. So
these kind of decisions ruin lives and careers. So, guys, you out there, man, NFL, NBA players, man, just all I can say is think before you do some of this stuff, man, because you're not invincible and. You know, you might have thought you got away with it, but later on that shit come back to hunt your ass, boy. Bite you right in the ass.
Yeah. Matter of fact, speaking on, New Orleans, I see where Master P has been named the official ambassador of New Orleans, man. That's extremely great, man, for them to finally recognize, man, you know, our rap artists, man, as being something other than bad influence or just a guy that's going to jail and all that. So big ups to Master P for being in the game for a long time, exemplifying what a gentleman supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? The walk of you know what I'm saying, how
Walk of Fame.
Yeah, the walk of a man, you know what I'm saying, that type of stuff. So they recently said that he has developed where he's finna come up with the Walk of Fame for New Orleans. And I saw what I think it's gonna start out with Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that's a great thing, man. Big ups to Master P, man. And what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Master P. New Orleans native, man, really changed his life around. You could say it.
Yeah, came from nothing.
Came from rapping and everything to like totally 360-degree turnaround, man. Not influencing always the positive things and trying to uplift his community. All I can see is Master P being a great ambassador, which they named him to be, and I think he deserves that honor, man. He really standing up for the city and bringing stuff to the city, and
we're proud of you, Master P.
And trying to better New Orleans, man. We need more people from our from these cities and stuff like that being recognized and putting their foot forward and trying to do something positive for their communities and their cities, man. Just don't be the person from there and never come back to visit or give back, because these are the people that gave to you to put you where you at. If it weren't for their support and they love, you wouldn't have nothing. So you got to always remember to give back to the people that made you.
Yeah. Exactly. So like I said, on that note, man, big ups to Master P for that, man. Thumbs up from conversation, you know what I'm saying, from Bacon Fresh, man. We like
Pete,
what you're doing, bro.
If you happen to catch wind of this stuff, man, we love to have you on some kind of way via Zoom or whatever, man,
Yeah, if that's possible, Master P, yeah, we would love to have you on our show, man.
Give us some of that good game we know you got.
Exactly.
That we done seen you put out there, so, hey. Yeah. Shout out to Master P for sure, man. Mm-hmm. Game changer.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. On another note, man, this is a new year. 4 years passed. Now we got a new president. He a few days in. So, man, what are your thoughts so far on the president, man, and the things that he's doing, the things that he's saying? I mean, what do you think?
So, for me, it has been a short time. He just got in the office probably a couple of weeks ago, but he has immediately started forcing his will upon everybody. It looks like either you're gonna get on board or you're gonna get left behind. So as far as what I can't go into a deep dive of everything Trump has done because I'm not such a political person, but as far as hearing some of the things he's done, I don't disagree with everything that he has done, but I also don't agree with a lot of the things he's done. So it's gonna be kind of hard to see where this goes. Personally, just to have some kind of idea how I'm feeling, I like to hear how other people feel about the situations that are going on, just to have some kind of thing to reflect on, like how people may feel about certain stuff. Like you hear the rumors about ending Section 8 and food stamps and all that type of stuff, but most of this stuff are just rumors, so you really have to be involved to know exactly what's going on with the president. But as far as immigration and stuff like that, man, I can honestly say if you're not here, maybe legally, it's against the law. So, as far as cutting programs and stuff like that, the people that need them, that's kind of like another topic that you would have to really investigate in. But these next 4 years are going to be very, very interesting. And I'd like to know what you guys think out there in the comments, man, how y'all feel about the president in his first couple of weeks in office and how you feel about it, so I can get some feedback to express my thoughts also, whether I agree or not agree. But I definitely know it's going to be some changes in the next 4 years that he's in office. So you might as well get ready for that. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to adjust and maybe learn how to pivot on to the next situation to make your situation better.
Okay, well, what do I think about these first few days? I mean, basically what I see, what he's doing, like I said, I definitely agree with the president, man. If you're illegally in this country, I mean, you definitely should not be here. You know what I mean? That's like a, cut and dry situation. You know what I mean? It should be no argument about that. You know what I mean? If you're not supposed to be here, I mean, really, you shouldn't be here. On that note, I mean, like I said, I'm for that. You know what I mean? On other things, I mean, his words needs to be probably, chosen better. You know what I'm saying? Because he be saying a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And I don't know his cabinet that's around him, how they allow him to be saying the certain things that he be saying. I mean, how he be, president, he should move forward. I mean, we should be concentrating on moving forward. And it seems like a lot of times he be worried about the past, because he be mentioning what Biden did, what Obama did. I mean, Trump, don't worry about what they did. Just do what you're going to do, man, and let's just move forward. You know what I mean? I mean, other than that, I can't really say other than, I mean, that's basically just what I've been seeing, what he's been doing so far is with the Mexicans. And he definitely has signed a lot of executive orders on a whole lot of things. So I'm not, I know one of the things okay, with the Mexicans, they're picking the Mexicans up, and I heard they said that he was putting them on a plane trying to take them back to certain areas. And those areas that he was trying to take them to, these people, the president, whoever over that particular area was saying, no, you can't come here, no, you got to turn around, and they turned around. So now, word is that the president is saying Guantanamo Bay. the old place, old jail, prison, whatever that they used to use for detainees, but it had a history of being very brutal. I mean, kind of torturous type of stuff going on, and so, I mean, you finna take them back there and put them back there. I mean, what solution is that solving? So, I mean, how long will they be there? Once they get there, how long are they gonna be there? Will they be there for years? I mean, when they're there, where do they go from there? I mean, these people don't want to come back to their country, so where do these people go? So it needs to be some other solutions behind everything that you're saying, Mr. President. I mean,
Well,
I can honestly say that.
he might not thought this out as well.
Well, I mean, like I say, you know, of course he hadn't thought it out. I mean, I think that it'd probably be a lot of stuff that he's probably, you know, putting in information that he hadn't thought about, and we'll definitely see the ramifications of it. But like I say, so far, I mean, I agree with that. If you're not supposed to be in this country, if you're in this country legally, you definitely should consider trying to go back to where you came from,
or applying for citizenship,
and then also, birthright citizenship. I heard him saying that he wanted to take that off of the table. And if you think about it, I mean, birthright citizenship that's what made America. What would we be without birthright citizenship? Because I mean, you have to think. I mean, you Mexicans. What about the Italians? What about the the other different, the Japanese, the Chinese? So everybody that has, almost everybody has birthright citizenship to be in this country in the beginning. So for you to say you would take that out, I mean, I don't think you thought that through also. So, like I said, I mean, I'm hoping that you do the right thing, man, and do bring us to where, I mean, we all can get along and love each other, and however. But I don't know if that might be the case. So on that note,
it's gonna be an interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting.
4 years to come. Definitely.
Yeah, and also we definitely got to talk about this, man. We recently had that the plane crash, man.
Oh man.
That hit the Black Hawk helicopter, man. I mean, what, 67 people or 64 people died?
I think it was 60 people on the plane. I don't know exactly how many people were on the helicopter.
Tragic, man. What do you think about that, Fresh?
I think it is a tragic incident, man. This is something that's really unheard of. When you hear something like this, it's kind of like, how did this happen? Exactly, we're supposed to be the most technological people in the world, and something like this, a simple mistake of airspace. How can we not know which planes are flying a plane or a helicopter or whatever? How we don't know what's in the airspace at the time? So I think that was a total slip up. And for the conspiracy theorists, they're saying a lot like it was kind of like a setup or so, but I don't know.
A setup? What do you mean setup?
Setup as far as maybe the plane on the helicopter was aimed at the plane to maybe kill some people that were on board. I'm not sure, but whatever the case may be.
You mean that's a conspiracy theory? What you're saying?
Yes. That it was intentional to kill people that were on the airplane.
Okay.
So the helicopter crashed, but
a bunch of ice skaters.
I know
it's a bunch of ice skaters.
Yeah, man. But I just can't understand how somebody would risk their lives, kill themselves, risk their lives to complete a mission like that, man. I just,
Yeah, Army, man.
Yeah, I don't care what you in, man. You didn't sign up for suicide. So that's basically what that was. If that was planned, that you hit a moving aircraft while you're in another aircraft, you couldn't expect to that would turn out the way you want to, unless maybe you were shooting at the airplane and trying to serve. But ain't no way you would want to collide with another aircraft and think that you'll get away with that. So yeah, it's hard to think that that was a setup, but you never know.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to, from conversation with Bacon Fresh, we definitely would love to send out our, sympathies to all the family members that lost loved ones. I mean, that's just unimaginable what happened. And to have a Black Hawk chopper, which to the best of my knowledge is supposed to be one of the baddest helicopters that's out there. So to have, and then you got these professional pilots flying this, and for them to, I mean, I really could understand how visibility can be difficult at night, like on a plane or a helicopter. But I think that someone definitely dropped the ball in this situation. I mean, there is no other way to look at it. Somebody definitely did not do their job. And I don't know, I can't point the finger and say who it was, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to get to the bottom of it. And on that note, it should never happen again. I mean, everybody that gets on a plane to go to one destination should be safe. You know that your loved ones, if your loved one gets on a plane, you shouldn't be imagining that another army chopper would hit it and kill everyone on. I mean, that's like unimaginable. So, like I said, that's a very tragic incident, and I hope that they get to the bottom of it where things like that will not happen again, not here in the United States. And on another note, the rapper YFL Lucci has gotten out of jail. I think he served a 3.5 sentence for they charged him with some type of gang terrorist act or something like that.
What does that even mean?
I mean, I think that he was running a gang and they was causing terror in the city. That's all I can put together. And so he's definitely, I think that he's out. So I hope that he, changed his life. And I mean, I can actually say that I've listened to him and I actually like his music. He makes good music. So hopefully that he'll stay out of trouble and get it together. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I can't say that I'm definitely a YFN Lucci fan. I have heard some of his music.
Yeah.
And some of this stuff I just can't get into, but hey, I'm with anything that's freeing the black man. I guess hopefully he's learned his lesson. He served his time, paid his debt to society, and since he's out, he may turn his life around and get away from the things that put him in a position where he had to be incarcerated for those 3.5 years. So,
exactly.
Lucci, shout out to you, man, and hope you learned your lesson and you turn your life around, and nothing but the best for you, man. That's all I can say about that. But while we on the rap thing, I was just thinking, man, some of these rappers, they ain't like the old school rappers that's back in the day, man. You kind of never heard about your favorite rappers always getting into trouble and going to jail and stuff like that, man. It was pretty much, they kept it on wax. And even if they were doing stuff, they really didn't publicize it, man. It might be because we didn't have the internet and stuff like that back then that they didn't get exposed. But they definitely moved different because I know they didn't seek as much attention as the younger modern rappers have done, man. So on that note, bro, I was just thinking like some of my favorite rap duos that ever came across, you know, that I listened to, man, that I really like, man. And if you don't mind, I'd like to give you maybe like my top 5, maybe.
Your top 5 rap duos?
My top 5 rap duos, man.
So that meaning rappers, like 2 rappers.
A group.
Yeah, okay, I got you. So you say your top 5?
Yeah.
Rappers.
Yeah.
Rap duos.
Yeah.
Okay, shoot it, man. What you got?
With number 1, I'm gonna have to go with 8 Ball and MJG, man. I'm gonna have to go with Ball and G for the simple fact, man.
I'm with that.
Whenever they came out, man, they really just changed the game. It was like nothing I had ever heard before, as far as like 2 people matching together. And you know, they got other great duos, but those guys kind of hit the hardest for me.
Yeah. And
second of all, I'm gonna go with UGK, man. You know, Underground Kings. R.I.P. to Pimp C, man. He did so much, but I would have to give him the second nod just because, you know, 8 Ball and them was the shit. UGK, they definitely was all that, but I still got to give them the second nod. For my third group, I'm going to go with EPMD, man. Some of y'all may have not heard the younger folks, if y'all happen to be listening or whatever. Y'all might not know so much about them. But EPMD definitely put it down. If you go back and listen to that, they got several albums, and they really complemented each other very well. And for my fourth group, I'm gonna have to go with Outkast, man. I love those guys, and they really put it down, man. But you know, Outkast is also kind of like acquired, because maybe everybody didn't like them as much, even though they were respected and they blew up. I think they come to more of an acquired taste, even though they were great. Outkast definitely. For my 4 and 5, I have to still go back to the old school. The very first people that started this, and ain't on the 9 is Run DMC, man. You know, they started this shit. They started it and
wait a minute, that's 3. You said 2. Run DMC is 3 of them.
Run DMC is 2 people. They were the only people that rap.
But I'm saying you got Ron, yeah.
Jam Master Jay was not.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But he still was there though. It's kind of
he didn't rap.
It's kind of like together though.
He didn't rap, so.
Yeah.
With that being said, those are my top 5 of all-time favorite duo rappers, man. If y'all got anything to say about it, man, leave a comment down there and let me hear your top 5 duo rappers from back in the day or even now. But now I think it'll probably be kind of hard because the group don't exist so much anymore. Would you happen? Do you got a top 5?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was sitting here thinking when you was thinking, and I mean when I said UGK to myself, you came and said UGK. When I said EPMD, you came and you said EPMD. The only one that I would say that you didn't say that I would put down is Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel. Them boys was representing, if y'all don't know who they are, they was part of the No Limit camp, man. New Orleans, Master P and them. So, yeah, they were a good duo. Other than that, your